So a lot of confusion and pollution is going on when it comes to spirituality. A lot of people are getting confused about spirituality and our culture. We are getting confused about names when they say chakras, when they say energy point. Obia when you go to Krishna, or what you bekan when you go to Christianity, or what you bekan when you go to Islam, or what you bekan. Your major problem is the way we mention things and we don't want to understand. Say, asemba kuna na ubeka but a language is a manasisa and offer hana chakra. Obi baby says chakra cry, is it African? Today, I want to get into these things. Na me ma ye nyina ayehye. Na ye nhye se Yahweh, Jehovah, Elohim, de keke ka ho no. Are we calling the same thing people are calling like Oshun, Shango, and de keke ka ho no? And now chakras, my energy point, and my auras, where are they? Are these things African? And now to say, omo ye foreign. Say yante sa niyama we ase a obi beka kire wo say oni legend any Asimodius any ne legend ekordina. The drama in spirituality now no a phenomenal drama pa dia na ya soja we ye bomu wa ha na ye titi we na ye hye ntekre na I don't know what we are proving na ye hye rings. What does your ring command? I want us to delve deeper into these things. Today is another spirituality Sunday school. So call your children to get closer. I do these things not for you. I do these things for the children. Because some of us there, deformed, and also say infectious, and infection action. Adwene no untumi nka se obi a wanya from 20 day ba 60 right now a ote nkwema na ote ase no oni religious background and education background and no so na a distorted originality efa yenye ho. So I want us to get deeper into this and let's focus on the children. It's rather unfortunate that all spirituality now you're practicing, we take the children away because they don't have anything to give to anybody. So when they talk about spirituality, they take the children away, forgetting that obroni de onone religion ba ye no o start fin kwalaso makaranta ye start fin kwalaso school ye start fin kwalaso omo kachi omo young, so they will be for them forever, and now they will be the almost say catch them young and they will be yours forever. This is what's going on. But when it comes to spirituality, that represents life itself. Na enkrofwe jankolana efim. Spirituality is not scary. Anything that is putting fear in you is religion, but not spirituality. So today, I pride myself on being the only one to bring spirituality to the level of children because they are usually neglected. Ubia opeso okosi damage bia starting fin kolaso. And then you see ye spirituality yen starting fin kolaso. TME. A lot of things you are seeing on social media in the name of spirituality no. And yes, spirituality. Spirituality is not dramatic. Spirituality will not give you anything like reactions in your system because so you sit in your said you only pay ninya sebe on your reactions nemum osesa ewo ahoofemu no sana spirituality is etie se wo nyini ewo wo huhum a you don't react and misbehave because ade na esi huhum ni mu a enye stranger in the body for the body to react. I am talking to you today. Let your children get closer. It's rather unfortunate that my English is very small. But if you love your child enough, some of the children naturally normally develop some kind of love for me. Because their mind is so soft and they experience the ethereal without any effort. Into omotiasie. So when you're about time, I want to say, especially in Kolana wa bruche ne get me pa. Only omontinase. na wunchirechira asem we ya mebeka no mu emfa nchire omo. Our spiritual teachers usually focus on grown up content, forgetting that the flexible mind of the child makes them have true ethereal experiences even in their daily playtime. Enunti na Yesu say, "Moma nkola no kwan, omomra me ho no we no mo se e no sra henie ye omo de." All these things are coded in the Bible. As at how you translating in a bigger problem. Me di Jesus at work akra for some time now. Me pese me hanu. A child may have visited many realms and can perform creative spiritual wonders with the right education. En kwalana ye wo omo no. Say ye to me e de say niyama ewura omumu a, they can create wonders na omo talent any omo giftings a omo de be wiase no ebeye intact. This is what we are not doing. Enti akola no or starting no or show be abrabo. I want to be like a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. Oh nyini na adwini ni nyini no. Na almost shifted that syllables no kure wo school no will force a child to go and do what he doesn't want to do, because if he want to do science yes something else. Nti sa education way ni yemfa man kwala no. Sa de way is decoded in your Bible. Let's look at Mark chapter 10 verse 15. Truly I tell you, anyone who will not receive the kingdom of God like a little child will never enter it. This is biblical. Share, se wope baby a ye invest ade wo, wope baby a ubenya clean heart and a clear mind and not the virgin mind. No, mode Mary ejina ho no mo na sebe yen shada ante ase no. If you want the virgin mind that will operate and operate naturally, na ebetumi ewura ethereal no na ye greater downloads are the minds of children, because omo de omo nya aware problem no omo nya a whole lot of a car omo abobo disappointment ni broken hearted ni ne ekeka ho enya mba omo nti omo bibia ye intact. This synthetic world no a distort your naturality na wie nso so na break your brain ni mu strength na ewo mu no down. They brought religion, education, and all the makaranta said ya midi kankan you know. Every enkolemu eba said ya be yo mbetumi capture omo forever. Anti-spirituality no. If we really care about liberation and liberation of African continent, we should put the children first. Because omo no mu hold the future. What I'm doing here, I know my eyes will not see the benefit, but these children will. Inti no say ye ade ne yamfa omo anka ho a ebeduru baabi no obi betimi asesa omo adwen afiri hu easily said de aye nananom no na omo mfa nimdie ni ngu yemu na ewo omo tirim na omo pick one of us ana among us no omo di nimdie ni ngu yemu a omo status omo deceive ye no eye easy say ye bekwa kodi akire no saa na ekoso sesi a. If we really care about awakening consciousness, we should put the children first. And yet because they don't have anything to give us in tea, now your job behind. Because akola no need score de ba consultation. And only score de ba direction. Donation no kura oni bi ode be ma. Nti why na what time wo. And only nkola na ya ade a na wunya hwe wo mu a eno na wutumi disperse knowledge no naturally and genuinely and no so na eguro na ebe ya ade kese. Obi started spirituality no we be a school amam penifo yen adwen na keke o baby aye wo sesi no yen adwen oh chai. This is why the church started its indoctrination from Sunday school, so that when you grow the dogma becomes impossible to purge. And no na ekoso wo makarantan up till now ye bro ye ho ne ye ku, because ade na yaje no ye start free ye mofra be ye feed brain na brain ni nyini abeye part of us. How do you remove it? And no na ye problem no. Let's look at Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6. Or say train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old he will not depart from it. Way is in your Bible. If you really want to open say would a broa ye dik shafom na pro estati fifi akolemu ansa na wa guide na etumi abeye ebru obi akeka ho te se de yen yakeka ya dwene ye hu udua kora fifi ebewu we na yentumi nto ye bun di kodi baby a wo be fa bia spirituality and a drama ye culture no yentumi differentiate ye culture no from spirituality. Na drama is going on everywhere because a corona kasa yetimi a dramatic country. Into drama everywhere na bonfire and na way baby a wo be fa bia bibi koso. Na obi sa so say impact ben and dey bre ye mano. Na impact ben and dey bre continent no na impact ben na dey bre kuru no. What exactly are we doing? Obi sa we ya. Na akoye problem bebre. E dey na ekoso. And ne me pese ye discuss in the mystery school of the 7 ORISHAS. The mystery school of the 7 ORISHAS. And no na me pese me no e discuss. Say yete chakra ne yete senya FOBB ni ho ben. Efa ye ho ana emfa ye ho. Abusua say ye bo shango ne ye bo kabiesi ne ye bo obatala ne ye bo yemaya ne ye bo saidin na wa sorry ana ye different. E dey important ye eno na nde ye be discuss e was spiritual our dwumedie so me man krankra bia akwaba. I believed you, I believed you, I believed you. I believed you and I send you love. I send you love. I send you love wherever you are. I send you love. I send you love. I send you love. I send you love and I send you peace. I send you peace. I send you peace. I send you joy. I send you joy. I send you strength. I send you wealth, great health. And no na me send him baby a wo bia say ya nopa, say ye wia, say ye numre, say ya anajo. I send you love. I send you love. I send you love. And I wish you a nature day. I welcome you to Spiritual Hour. I have promised every month I will do one episode for our children and mpeyinfo no eka ho na emumu no emofra no titiri na emani so ade hu me bom paes ade amede asi mani so yi no ansa na fi beko na wieye no that great announcement no domfo no mboa me na mintumi nye emfa mamofra no because niam e wo mani so no doso aboafo ni ho nanso energies no any brain e create all these things no we call the legends to help it. Me can legends be any baby or new be echo dinner. But we show our dream. Me wakwaba and your topic no the mystery school of the 7 ORISHAS. My name is always the pride of our ancestors. They speak through me, they hear through me, they smell through me, and they drop every particle of information through me to us. I welcome you with lots of love. I appreciate the love you pour on me. I appreciate your words in my life. I appreciate me baba could be na me churo ni din se me deba binta or se binta mi re fidi na so no na no ye ya se chem pepe o se erade me be ni tiate na no ya asem okay na bibia be boko e de amane de man krankra bi akwa with lots of love. People who put fear in people in the name of spirituality. Ye pese ye hu say this age na ye woman no religion e put fear in us. Bibia ye bia e di fear e hye ye mu. Nti se me ko practice spirituality so ne ye di fear e hye me mu da ye bebo medua ye be me nkoye senya na ende na abaye questionable. Because my life is scarier. I don't know why practicing my life beyond this mechanism no ebeye scary na ebeye fearful. Then it is not spirituality. Se see de baby ayedu no ye nyina ye trace na ye wo no wo hwehwemu a wo behu religion wo enti moma ye mfa ye ahoden ene ye bibia ye mfa nkonkwala ne ho because se see no ehonom na ye te say ye ahoden akogina se say ye daachi ekwo ne yahoden akogina se say na se ye se ye be focus wo ye daachi so de a na ye te say ye dua cocoa farm ye be bra ye ntete hwe Enti se yenya spiritual people on beti we ase se wo bebre aplanti unya hwe now age daachi ansa na koko na nyini na watete na watumi dia ye bibia nu nti na nea wo ye no nea wo benya no betumi ewu agya wo ma ho se yamfa sa adwene we anhye ye tirim na ye adwene se dia ye sesi a na ye se ye benya bibi pe ene yenye spirituality ye pure business. Now the mystery school maka say ye be ya mankole no na me pese ye hwe. I call my special spiritual session for children the mystery school. When it comes to nkola na minyana ka me wo baby like school bi na me kom na me I don't intend to have a school but baby a kwan anka mefa so a ade ni beduru akola bi a ho ne baby a owo no ene se nka na nka ye iPads no anase tablets no na nka ye di programs no nyame wo ho obeyeye. So please let me know the name of your children who watch my mystery school series. Afeni yes, this is the second one we are doing. Inti unin kola share because of language barrier no, then get it through to them for me. I beg you with everything you believe in and respect. If you are a child watching me, I want you to understand that I deliver my teachings on spirituality in various forms. So when you bani na wawa montana se na one me connected directly. Na asem na me kano onfa ne vulnerable gland no etimi access ethereal no without stress no onfantie asem no because obe getting no better than wo be get therefore the process of wo dogma ne de keke ka ho na reduce the weight of this message inti me pa ucho sakwala no wenya 1 year or so 2 years edenyo wo de let the child sit with you and just watch this episode for me almost me nkanche mo se mo like it ano imesisi eno na ye tight ne offering na yitua like and share and also so very important na introduce to page for your one crofo bi wo platform so they scream like and share almost adwuma omo afato omo so a omo ye no ade we are doing it together so we are able to get up there enya me nko a make an also better obey no then we drive this force together to create a hole or a tunnel ye mano ebefemu na omo free omo ho nti me wo part to play by giving the message. You also have a part to play to make sure say I get it through to where it's supposed to get to. Into this is how I disperse or discuss my spirituality is in various forms. Sometimes I take it from the galactic point where I bring in star systems and ancient African spiritual science institution like the Dogon tribe. Sometimes I pick knowledge also from there. I can also take it from the allegorical or symbolic version where we use mainly religious stories and they are real symbolic interpretations, so that we stop ourselves from swallowing the doctrines of religion as true stories or true events. This is how I pick, or this is where I pick my knowledge and my informations from. Most of them are purely downloads. Thirdly, I also take it from alchemy for topics like witchcraft, sorcery, and necromancy. I have never used religion because there is nothing spiritual in that. I don't know how you will feel. There are people who say that religion is spirituality. It's not true. Says religion spirituality. The end now person say you nipa ene onim ana onti. Ana onim the difference between religion ne de keke ka ho no. Wo pa kire say nipa ne nye nipa. Because enkwan ni nipa ni mu a eno ne ye wu nipa honhom no ana soul no na betena ni mu. Now when you talk spirituality, it's everything about the soul without this mechanism. Enti sa wo ka se onipa ebehu Kristo a ena ne honhom sem estarte na sa wo ka se religion mu ni ebehu spirituality a, I want you to think twice, because onipa ne ye wo na ye de ne to hope or ye spiritual because wa be ye spirit being, a child spirit endueli wonimu no or ye dead child enunti na obi wu that moment a soul that represents spirituality has departed from this mechanism. I want us to understand this. So, say spirituality, it doesn't start from religion. The closest religion comes to spirituality is in rituals of their secret societies, especially the Catholics. Omo de sa religious thing edebre mu claim say you people know better than them. Obi kure to me ka say enye omo na omo de buy. Se wo bisa na no akwa start Ephesus. One dey Ephesus to Bible ni mu ma. We are fighting a whole lot of battles. The goons are really holding forth for their masters. But trust me, the creator or the supreme being has not sent anybody. If the supreme being has not sent anybody, then it means it's not natural. It is just this place. And everything in this place, I have told you, will experience the death realm. Because this is where we are. Ebusia, enti baby a me fa me topics ni be free no. And no, and I'm a catcher no. Enti spirituality doesn't start from religion. No. It starts from at the moment na yawo na nkwa betina umuno, you were a spirit being. Unfortunately, those who parasite from them feel they know better than the Catholics. Catholic for the mystery church in Bibia religion brew. Somebody also gave an explanation. What's the difference between you and the Catholic? You use tesbah, they use rosary. What's the difference between tesbah and rosary? You wear jalabia. They also wear the fathers wear long clothes. What's the difference between you? You wear a check. They also wear a check. So the point is what? Sometimes when they punch you with the truth, then you become higher. We understand. Because someone who is deeply sleeping, when you switch on the lighter, not say a high voltage, they wear one and isono, or to me sorry reacting my one child, wa so can no wasun. People do sleepwalking, sleep driving and all that. So we understand. We are not going to fight over this. But again, rituals are mainly practices of magicians and worshippers of deceptive energies like Dracos and Archons. As a young child, you may notice some moral essence of religion. That is true. Ombeka say, "O di akwala ne kwa sorry a." Eno na obetwe ne ho afiri bone ho se wo maame a wawo ma wo nofo onom na ma wo poison anom na wotumi nyiye na se ya nyinse obi no nya 3 months na oponye na ye wo obi da na ye wo na owu ya enya religion na di bibia ye hwe bibia si the way say esi enti se koba ni senya na se ye se religion de eye because ama ebinum adane nwan ai okọ ba kutwam na kai bakra omu nyina bekọ na kai na abom. That's the condition. Baby anya ma ebinum adane nwan omu ankasa omu gitum so omu ye nwan e na shepherds ne so omu de omu nye nwan e church members ne omu ye nwan and they also accept. Until that's it. Cause religion makes us feel say sabio and kanu ni wan kanyanse mpo ni yetirim. Se nyanse ni abofra ya wu na ombefa Kristo ni tirimu a ontumi nante ontumi ndidi ontumi nkasa. Adenti na Moses obi befa Kristo ana obeye baptism a mo masters ni say akola na ye wo na apa ye baptize no mo so such so nya 16 years or say 18 years and some baptize no. Are you trying to tell me say enti from a day old na be do 16 years no sa abofra ne bone is not recorded ana nti so wu a eno ono sa akola na hefa na oko? All these are questions. You see, it doesn't make sense. Spirituality doesn't start from religion. I want everybody to mark this, that at the moment you are born and the spirit come and dwell in your mechanism, you become a spirit being. That's what spirituality starts from. Nti na woda, ubetumi enyane. Obi ada also beda, na unyane so ubetumi enyane. Whether wa for Christ, whether wa for Muhammad, whether we ye then. That is how it works. Now I'm say wa nkwa sorry a, unya right morals, then. Opesa o trese obi onkwa sorry onim odo. Onim giving. Onim forgiveness ana bibisa. You see, spirituality ankasa generate all these things. Sa abofra na nya 16 years, akwala onya 2 years kra na odi biscuit na obisa na obema obi anya religion e na ekire abofra na giving. Sa wo fa no a ohuni maame a nani age out of love o kode maame anya religion na ekire ne maame. So mark this down. Religion is not the source of spirituality. The least ebetumi abane se ode sa small morals no ebegu mu. Enti enya religion na di nyansa gu ni patrim. Obo ade no obo yen na nkasa. Odi bibi egu yetim ti yenim odo, yenim fache, yenim jaisu, yenim sere, yenim bibia. Eye the same way so ena se unim wo ya religious wo nya religious o akwala ni nim nyansa ofeja no na ehye na obeje mato. That is real nature of nipa dasani. That is real experience. Osomu ene she no wa feel. In fact, say yamo say book na di nyansa to obi tirimu a and the monkey enwo yina ye hu omo no wan de ka kire omo so omu bedidi omu hu anhwe ansa na omu adi na ade na omu hu ade a enya omu jai to wa omu ndi. Say your religion na di nyansa e di morals e di she nipa mu a emo ane so how did they get it? Because omu kro omu moral no akraman be ma ne kraman be ma ndaw. Omu kro omu moral no kraman o kraman baako ukoto na uto ni nua ba na uto ni nua be ma. It means you don't want to have puppies because they will never cross each other. Omu hu omu so omu ye nuanom. They don't read any book. Enti say your book no na ema nipa nyansa. Na nya spirit na ewo nipa mu a na emu animu no na ema nipa nyansa. Omu no book be na omu read. Ebi a obetumi a kyerem say ebi omu read Lion King book a. Na waka kyerem ni meti. Religion uses morals to grab influence. That's what religion does. Having someone to check and correct you as a child is nice. No, there's no two ways about it. But whether your mother is a Christian or religious person or a fetish priest or whoever, he will still guide you or she will still guide you. But that should be separated from spirituality. Religion, and yonko na spirituality. Obi obeka cho say religious. Religion a trigger spirituality and a basis of spirituality be say any who. Because abofrana ya wono no or your spirit being onim religion. For example, a child needs to be on good behavior and respect elders. That's great. Akola onim religion o, the onim religion o, onim said ye bubu nipa, eye ne maame ne papa, ano motete ni sa. But this has nothing to do with Jesus taking a good child to heaven and a bad child to hell. No. Enti akwala na ye wo na nde ya awu no membe kan kire so no onye eboni bia de no mo amose ye nya awu ba asase so pair why inherit Adam ni Eve boni nti se ye wo akwala ni sesie na oba ha pe e na wawu kwode a wa be fa boni ni bi ni wawu ono nso okọ hell and okọ heaven. Who is judging this case? Which kind of God will judge this child and put the child into hell? Nti asem spirituality has got nothing to do with Jesus. If we do so, we win the moral war and lose a bigger spiritual battle. Some of the sanya me hihye ye mu na ye say ye ne ye kokwo ne ye say ne ye nkwala papa wo do ba to university so nko school obekọ akoye a group study no o say owo program wa sorry say me ye obi ankasa campus ho no mo asori no mo di kosi ho no ikuro na ankasa mra nim obroni ode asori bre no kokọ landing na ko school ko chire akola Jesus na hwe ba bia wo license be lande aha de bibia fuka because ye ne ye ho ene ye tikuru ha ye focus on all these morals no na ye de adwene na share religious books ni mu na ye static ye kill a lot of talents and giftings because we feel say ade we na ye papa won crofom be project bibia ma to so mo de your papa o so woni mechira sema anka wajai. Spirituality is beyond moral laws. It goes beyond that. It's cosmic because there is soul involved. It doesn't have an end. It doesn't have a beginning. Your religion has an end and it has a beginning. Or say osoro ni asase betwam. Onyame asam de entwamu da. Asam no so mo say ye kasa. Nti se wuwu a wosoro no wasase etwamu. Asam na entwamu no ye kra na ati wu mu no. Nti ehe na ekọ. Esoro na wo so wo kọ no say mo say betwam so ni point ni krakra anything. Holy Spirit in mu una ewo mu Revelations platform is open for discussion. Ubetumi aba na wane aba discuss it. This is why I chose to do specific spiritual editorials like this for children to explain to them that if we are using Jesus as a symbolic archetype, it represents a messianic force inside you. And yet, obi oti baby, hey, Eye eja ana kanea na eti mu. Omo say Yesu eye ewiase kanea. Jesus wo ye kanea ehre obe ehre. If u kanea na ewo mu ne eduma biso bia oye cardiologist na bisa ne say wo ECG no wo light na ewo wakoma mu no e reduce a na wo pulse ni reduce a enye owuo na aba enwa na. We look at these things from outside. Inti ebenya dramatic people ambeka chiro so mu hia Yasimodius ne legend no ne omo call dinner. Oh gosh, it doesn't make sense. Sa niyama we na ye hia a Christos energy that can resurrect even after death the soul. This is why you could do even better than your mother. Maame betumi aye hieni ye be wo na wo ye hieni ba, but you can do better than your mother. You are loaded eniyama enegu mu. Inti medical card, when you hear Golgotha, when you hear the score, all these things are symbolic. Inti when they say Jesus or the Christos, must Christos nanka sa se munim se baby Roman for Christos. And yet the oil that runs inside of you a control bibia. Enti enyo obi a otena baby, even when you die this Christos can betumi enyane. Enuti na utumi ye niyama kese ye chen wo maame. Enye ne wo maame mu the same thing ne wo mu obi a woni de e wo mu. You might look like your mother or your father, just the mechanism. Your mother didn't create the soul. They created the mechanism for the soul to come here. Intina make kire wo say we are all light energies. We decided to reduce ourselves through that portal and come here, which some of those who are gallivanting around on us say omo gods, they can't do, they cannot take this bold decision aye taking no man kola no ntesa asem we ya make no ase not a white obroni sending people to heaven and hell. No, Jesus no oye ade ati wo mu it's an energy. Say yanti asie say Yesu ye energy ana Kristo ye energy. Na ye personified so ye nipa, we would have a bigger problem. That is why all this brouhaha and the hoo-ha-ha outside bibiye koso. Na say nye say nete. Na say Yesu ye nipa owo de a and your munye categories no a eko heaven no from birth any time omo ye baptism ni akola ya wo ni na wewu omunye category ni ye na ye hu ni ye na ye ntumi nti ase. Now let's look at the background. The background to all these breakdowns is that there used to be no division between spirituality and our human body. Na bibi enda ye ntem. Na ye ni any intermediary. There was nothing guiding the soul from the body. Na omu nyina omu align. Na omu nyina eye juma together. So people were thinking fully. People were not limping like we have done to ourselves now. This is the ancient Akabulan fact about spirituality. Na ayi obibini biye ni hono mo a onim se ne ba no chiso de ne ko baabi ekọ ansa na omu nim se ye spiritual. They know this. Inti na me say ya confused about your culture ni nua maybe ye celebrate the about spirituality mo. Say you call low, you check these things here, we are better. And yes, I ignore better than you before. That is the known, real, ancient, traditional understanding of spirituality when it comes to blacks. No one say spirituality is me and I am a spirit being. I don't seek for anything outside. But what will make my body and my spirit align is what I seek outside. The reason they were not throwing all these highly processed foods into their system, they were eating their medications. They were not doing all these kinds of orthodox medication. We are still going through labor. People are still dying. We are still dying. In Sakraye. And all this, your religion and your medications and you ankasa will say when you be any highly processed foods, any whatever. You are a spirit being. Nobody made you spiritual. But the fact that there is soul living in you, you are spiritual and you were a spirit being, and you can access any and every dimension that you want to access. You don't have to go and take any key from anybody. Just open up. Open the gland and acquire knowledge. That is what we call spirituality, and that is what we call life. The same way. So be only nyansa. Nimdeɛ no ɔno so ontumi nya hwee ɛno na mesrɛ wo every day sɛ wo deɛ na yɛ ka te sɛ me deɛ yi bia mankola no this episode boma omo be 3-4 times and ask them questions na obehu nsɛm a ombɛka akyerɛ cause omo deɛ ɛkwan bebree ɛda omo ho. Our human anatomy is spiritual. Everything about us. But this knowledge was hidden and shared in many coded forms from the top to down to the lowest in class of society. I don't know why Christians love King James Bible, but they don't know or they don't want to hear about the other books at the same King James, and why he differentiated Bible from all those dark art books. Christians will not find out. A Christian will read the book of Jude and hate the book of Enoch because a apocrypha. Who made you like this? You were a spirit being. And yet Jesus name we are spiritual. And yet Muhammad and a man we are spiritual. Church in yet another religion and yet beginning of spirituality. Jai sa na obwa. Jai. That is why the ancient Akabulan tribes had mystery schools. Now more mystery school. When you're confused, they were not calling it school. And no more one conform impacting into them. So we Akenia, Ghana Hampo, Yenimun Crawford, I say, Omo Kwefum, and Motia form, no, because I don't know a friend I come, sending me chrome, maybe one friend teacher I don't go. To me, come no furious in chance, and I'm so many could say, Bibi. In these mystery schools, they unpack the real definition and hidden knowledge of the human body versus spirituality. Then, as the message is sent down the lower class of society, it is polished and wrapped in allegory and mythology, where scrolls and transcripts are made with the messages. Oh, baby, a problem no. Omo teteso, omo twetwem, just like wo bana when you're 7 years, no fa wo car na what on man say on drive it. Just like wo bana when you're 14 years, no fa wo company sika man say on fanko bank nko to hono. This is how they reduce book no. To be sa wo say they are African for use ne confusion bebrebe no. Level ben no mu use. Level bang, this is how it was. Mutitimu, just like uko fie biemu depend on what relationship no level ne baby edo betina. Uko oba mi fie me wo upper hall, me wo lower hall. Me wo upper kitchen, me wo lower kitchen. Depends on who you are and it determine baby a wo betina. This is how I reduce the whole thing no e de koye. Nti mesramo mo amukite books na mo kuna sebe kafra mfancha de wan go school plan to me translate book ni proper umbisa me which level na mu wono de hi na mukita no. These secret scrolls are then kept by the priests and shamans. However, the nation of Akabulan fell, and before the transatlantic slave trade, many of the priests went underground and some got lost in the many scrolls and scripts. How the Phoenicians no omo baye ebesia wo Atlantean honomo na omo name nudin Hermes. Me know why esa episode no, you can actually Google after this our time with Maame Grace na wahwe. Na omo be reduce and na mo say ye Hebrew book ye way fa hin kosi hin translation say Chakra. Everybody know that Thoth is the god of writing and knowledge. So where from any other book, that will not come from him. any book catch them me bro no book ben na beba emfiri and knowledge ben na beba emfiri ho. So when you check the background they are reading no ya distorted and answer then. Now if you are fighting over a book, you are miserable because even the universe itself is being distorted from its original state. Ni ye de aba baby e wo sesi ya no. Inti book and also say, but the point is that America visa enye free ubetua we you believe that heaven na wo nkoye adwuma, America wo koye adwuma, Europe wo koye adwuma, UK wo koye adwuma, ubetua forms, ubeko interview, she the stress a ubekom ansa no wenya visa no. Omade usika wie no, omo pa no omo de ba ma omo mpom farmer, usika nso ye refine ma. Sika no so ye ni ba bia ko because Ghana government nkan kire ye say sika no omo de ma no. Obi en nkan kire obi a wo. Until we don't know. Until we in free. Now wo gidi say heaven there. Omo de be ma free. E ho a wo nkoye adwuma, obre ni ho. Na obe nanti gold so. Lawu. Na wankasa gold no kra ha wo te kra wo ni earring piece. Abyssinia any abongele na ehwe. Obi baby say se wo se omo choro ya, omo ye den no munya pen ni paper. Sa time na pen ni paper ni ho. Hwe. There is no civilization. Ancestral Africa. Unana ono no de matches baaye the other day me kira o chimney unana na de baaye when de wo omo hye chako no enye obroni no be kira obibini se de ye hye chako nso omo tumi de nkamporo kye ho eye ayi exos e de ma no se wusie ni mfem na ye de boba na ye de pack matches ye fa ne wa ha na omo ko polish no. We don't believe in ourselves one bit. Obi to me bisa and I will can blofo asem and I will use on my camera. Menye yi sa in the head. Inti me bisa me say omunya paper wo he no omo chro ne ade na omo chro. Omo wo matches no omo de omo pa. These scrolls were later discovered during the days of slavery and further kept at the top by the kings and royals. Sankrofo yo moto yen ye we fiade o abi before. Hey! So the royals kept the mythological and allegorical understanding of these writings and further downgraded them into religious teachings for the ordinary people. At the time, slaves were not allowed access because they were forbidden from learning to read or write. And then when your opportunity, you are reading, you are writing, and you feel you know better than the one that did all these things. And yes, no more reading and no more writing. No. Na oman stop you. Omo forbid you. Sama munye. And they are doing an eternity, so they are able to do it their way. Now, not downgraded. The truth is always there. But don't look for those truths in any book. Because distortion now so much. Inti na me say, mama yen chire nkola we no mo spirituality in total. O si class wa we wure teacher na adwuni mu. Ohu teacher dey say rubber. Baby a bibi nda ye wo body ni mu bia is able to tell. That's what I do in my office. Oba na maka to say we tare we bo ha we me dem saka na usi wo na wusu. Me nka say me ye the greatest. In fact, I'm the greatest, whether you like it or not. But what I'm saying is that this is a greater gift. We can groom the case because someone the any say yes, imagine no intact. Obi kura ka kire ne basema on share Maame Grace. Obi so to me ka kire ne Maame say she feels I'm not saying the right thing. Eye wo na wa ya akola ne sa. Ne ye sori o mahamachi ne ye bom paye ni school fees ya pam no kra ne ye bom paye na akola ne bisa se de bia bom paye na ade na school fees ye ntua ya osimibu afu mitiate. But later these religions downgrading of the scrolls was further downgraded into books of manipulations by King James. So King James and Papa we only Paul was a Peter. Brother Peter was a Paul. One of some muntwa omo bottom. Sankrofo tu ye King James ne sankrofo minim problems omo create minim ba bia yemfa omo ntumpo. Nti no later no King James reduce no okay so ye the bema slaves ne dia after caucus e ma omo apow no na omo de ba form and omo de ma mo se monye na monkan enu ni confusion ya hu wo ba bia yo eno any confusion ya hu wo ba bia yi any contradictions. Confusion ni nyina a downgrading of the paper. Because mama renfi, ubetumi a downgrade paper, ubetumi a ye bibia, ba untumi downgrade adwene no. Enti sese no, adwene ne ye natural no ma downgrade information no mu di egum. Ubetumi di egum pepepe. Ba virus obeche no because enye that fake information na e say kotena a natural adwene nim. Enti dia ye ni bebrebe ni ntokwa ye akuni nyina, most of them reactions. Most of ntokwa and the confusion na okay, say ye nyame ba ako a e kumase ne ye kro. And I mimi decide say mefa kofodua eburu ne mafa kofodua and I also decide say obefa suhum akofa nsanwem na wako we will all go and land in Kumasi without problems inti eba ne sen and a book we nkotin de and fa nipa nko wie one destination that de bia ntokwa ye hu ne bottom so that ade ye kotida is because of ade ne ya downgrade ama de baby ubeye static na waka ho na wadwe na ye limited ena sese nyame adom na yetumi read bibia bi no ye nyankasa se ye keji ye ho ye ma ye ho kwan na ye expand the brain no we depend on a book than a natural brain God has placed in our head ye loaded no kura ni ho ankasa book no ntumi nkan oni pase menye da mempene wo so na wano no o mfa nka King James so and trust our way, and then on King James no so downgrade ya no betro Bible for one side of religion and the book of demonology for the side of the dark arts. This same King James. In thing said yanka muje King James to na maje ne Bible yi and then amon fa da ne dark art book no emfa nka ho. Onipa timit na ho. Eka se opese okasa to say Jesus. O leading a life to say Christ. No ye bibia obisa ne say so Christ at 18 years to 30 na he no wo or say no benefit me salvation. How can you learn about Maame grace and you don't want to know my bad side and when ebebo wa obeti ahwe into to me anka wo sua bibi na opese wo de ko destination na wo sua the bad side no because another bebo wa ma wa balance. Our case is different. Ye fucking James Bible and ye ja demonology book no another dark art no ewe chire nanso ye kwa asori ya demons no ye dealing with the most nti nka wo dey book ne kan ho a anka wo nim demon na chi wade ya wo be kan one time wo ha wo ho maame bia me hu no social media e ba hye na chi na wo hye the skirt kafra mo fa nche me na o kubronsam na o wine nsa no me say urade ni shoulder blade kura so ko bu madane asem. And no, what is the essence of all these things? Drama. No software kuri, no talisili so, no nanti wasili so, na imprego and adding why? What at all is this? Asem we pa busunya din ye betumi aye about this. Hey serious oh. Na members no hu ye mwanwa. Woni nipa to wo sofo opirichichira wo huri esi roofing sheet yi roof no so wo si ho wo se the next thing obeti behavior no akọ beyond normal usi wo obo wonsem. Both books were written by the same person to help expand the Abrofo royal colonies and influence and protect it forever. This is what has happened. And it has really worked for them. Because asema mi ken nyina no nipa mpu nhweda. Na obibini ebe fa sa book we instead so obema ni bu afu na wasu na wahwehwe ekwan papa no no de afa so na benefit no ono mom okitemu twetwe onim kura chen King James no the book Bible no otoro book no. So this is how a simple knowledge of the things that happen inside of you beyond your naked eyes has been used to create a synthetic world called the Matrix to control and manipulate us. Nothing is outside of us. Everything is inside of us. Everything, all. Say, so, language we are say. Now we keep looking for things outside. We will be miserable than we are now. Now, even who is calling who a sinner? Who is calling who a sinner? Up to now, atrocity asa yi Arab fuyi ebe ko say blacks any nyama terrible nyama omude white e de be ye before so mu hu eno say yes sinner sin ben na so sin sa sin we Up till now, yeni anu makata for no more abrochenu, yentumini omo njele, yentumini omo embonde. Even African continent, o cross border wa e difficult than o cross border akwa America. Di ankrofo we dia ye nie. Say nye sin na, leave me and let me sin my sin. When I finish, I'll go and ask for repentance. Is that not allowed? If you feel whatever they did, they've repented, and it's okay. Let me also sin my sin for my children. When I'm done, I will also ask for forgiveness. God is merciful. We ne ya de biya amoka. Obibini. Osi onishe. Ajise Jesus. Any Allah. Abba. So today, I want to introduce young people to the teachings of King Solomon and his keys by using all the techniques I discussed above. Enti, dia me pese me discuss it with you and then you dia maki king na. Any sa King James ni niama or tro ye. Mema uremfio is the same King James no or no tro demonology book. Enti the keys of Solomon no and also King James na tro ye. Don't forget about this. Ti me na me ye wo a anka we ya tro book a mefa we na me dia compare na ma hwe why a otro we say no otro we say but adwen na wen we obata na wo hwe me. Don't force anything e wo ba truth. Allow them to grow naturally. Ma process the strength of the brain is bigger than that book. Onipa ba ko ni brain no de tro that book. How many millions of people now say nipa ba ko na dwen o de tro book na ache e wo wiase. Bibinete ya say Jesus say ma ya onko nanim the same God is taking my lithium, my gold and my diamond for others and I am praying more and he is not saving me. I should not ask questions. Me to me yes I'm mistaken. I know as young people you may have heard about the keys of King Solomon. Where so King James not trust our book, we may confused. This is a book that is made in both allegory, alchemy and magic. The same man, King James, wrote this book. So, if you have gained an understanding of how I explained the knowledge of spirituality first from the truth of Akabulan traditions, which was downgraded into allegory and alchemy, which was further downgraded to religion, you will understand that the keys of Solomon did not make it to the downgraded Bible by King James. Because oyiyi bi frimu onye swine no ni agenda no ni mission se wo koye adwuma na wo ba na wo di sika na ekire wo yire a me ka me kire wo ye bi sie wo ye oba so the same thing ye nyina ye wo secret nti no mu secret is power. That was the secret of King James. Nti aden nanka de ya fa de wo fom no mo ma yenfa de oye bia na yenfa nsisi ani ni yenhwe. You believe you want to be like Christ, behave like Christ, talk like Christ, live like Christ, but you don't want to know everything in total about Christ. The benefit you will fall off. So now you understand what happened. That the royals kept those facts as hidden secret or occult knowledge. When you say occult, me they are friends ubia onim nimdia esesumase. Bible kra na kan nti na friend crofo no mo the pearls. Ose men cast with pearls among swines. Mo Bible na kan. Many occult societies pride themselves on having an understanding of the keys of Solomon. Inti no omu beye say. But for King James religious people, reading such books is a big sin to them. Me, I will read for you. Don't worry. Let me read and become a sinner. Let me give you the knowledge and let me die so you benefit from it. Say Jesus so let me do this and die for my country. Though they are ungrateful, they will not even mention you. But that doesn't matter. I believe there will be benefit. If really there is something after life and the soul will acquire something. Now we are ko Bible ne kan o se so bia akwa bibia wa hanuma omo for osoro well to so nhye nensa titina ha na ye dede na bo wonsem na wan na fa tomato sika no komo obi no fa ntoka ama ne mpena eno ye o problem I hear I will block you. Religion will put you at the hall. Na osofo na ko chambers. Don't forget, all greater decisions are not made in public. Inti na mo parliament ho no kora no, mo san wo chambers ewo ho, mo san wo Flagstaff house so ewo ho. President na kasa so wo no wise men ne kokos ne nkokos. Asem obeka kire Maame Rebecca no. On beka sa asem no wo parliament. So until you get into the chambers, you were a joker. Adenti no nipa da se ni hwe ade enti de osematena se mayedi. Me hwehwem. Obi hwehwem so me mpenem. So now you know why it is a sin, because the royals told them it is a sin. Who a slave man, who a black man, men be kind Bible no be do that level ho. I say wo me nana no ma okuku omu nyina nyesin ma wo de a. Allow me to sin my sin. So let's move on. Mommy enkoso. The keys of Solomon are in 2 books. The first book is about how to invoke and summon spirits and how to gain the spiritual power of demons. The second book is about using sacrifices, charms, and rituals to do spiritual cleansing and purification. Now, I tell you that many occult societies practice these every day. The reason they are prosper, kosro, o point your fingers at them, no more de omonima no moko. Now wo pacha, say wo pesa wo join the occult group. No be a ono ni ma de friend occult. Wa bet na also ono. Or ye occult. Wo ye occult. Me who former teacher da. Me who former pastor da. But your ex occult. So what are you now? We just want to know, what are you now? If you don't learn this knowledge, you will hear worse things and they will give you drama and they will hallucinate right in front of your eyes and you wouldn't know what to do. The family who and kolani ye me mobododo. But as a child, I want you to absorb the keys of Solomon from this angle. They back as low as you can. And yes, so low as particles, but as low as every child's mind can comprehend. Not you. And you will answer now the calculation now. Would ye niama or the scout the quarter grocery now? What calculating no? I said I'm bringing it to the level. I meaning say every child's brain can comprehend and absorb. And I made this knowledge we no. Edeba. The reason I said let the child watch this episode one-on-one, and when the child is done watching with you, ask the child questions. The keys of Solomon is about your sacred energy point in your body. The keys of Solomon was sacred energy. Some of you call it ORISHAS. Some say chakras. Now this ORISHAS and this chakras, no, are they African? What are they? What has it got to do with blacks? I continue. And astrology and how the stars impact your internal energy. I want you to get this straight. Me getting because me pick all these things, you know, from a particular pointer. And crofo na etru bi kom say astrology and no de bebo na bre nyina nti no sa astrology ni wo ba bi aye hwehwe aye kenkan a today before we finish you get to the bottom of this. So now you know the keys of Solomon no wo energy point and I was sanso nim so say astrology ni so wo internal energy. So I will explain. Now rings abeye order of the day ebi die na ko ebi wo hono mu a omo de sumbui ebi ye plastics ebi ye Abyssinia ebi ye kensu obre rings ahodowo ebi kura de ko ta na ye ebi ye plastics ebi ye wood. Hey, drama pa ni asemo. Now let's look at Ring of Solomon and also me dey back that level. Now, let's break it down. The book says that Solomon became a master of all demonic spirits with a ring that God gave him. Almost say Solomon, ebe nya ring a nyankopon ne de ma no, ena na odidi honhom ni tumi nyina so. Eno na amanfo afa ho sha bisinia ne yike nso obere ne aportin ne asochin rings e sho mo ase etum common crystal. Spiritual person to me is can't rubber. Now what na che ne bare from asofo to who. Na crystal no say evil nti okoto ring na how does he check? Nti so asofo bi nya nimde no okoto plastic bi na oye na ordination na ode ahyehyehye omo no mo. What power does your ring command? Tell us. What power does your ring command? Your energies normally ring diamonds, golds, and then crystals, just so that it can connect or command some powers. Ken so brini abisini yeshewi. Edi command. Now, I am told children and young adults usually get hungry for spiritual powers from their days in secondary school to university level. Ehwa na say occultic societies ne ehwa na nyina started. The other day we had Lord Akam or by Revelation show ne so eno di book a onya was secondary school for how to charm girls near the ade nyina na ewom. He brought it for us to know where he started from. Na mi read bimpo echo na book na agu yie. I am also told that most secondary schools and universities have secret societies and occult groups that perform rituals and do things with somatida. If you have experiences or any knowledge about this university and occultic group thing, you can write it in the comment section. If you want to come and share with us, so platform no you open 0244860092. So when you free ye pe, ye bema wabana uni ye abe discuss it. Because we want to know from all angles. Ti uobia ubetumi ama yeshia na ya discussing the kama. It is because as a young child you get curious when you hear dramatized spirituality and you want to experience it. You see, the downgrading of true spirituality into allegory and religious dogma helps bad etheric energies like archons and draconian spirit to stage a complete drama for everything that has been written in the allegory. Well, King James in allegory no no. A lot of drama going on social media in the name of spirituality. It's not spirituality. Me na me catch all. Enye spirituality enye hu sa. Enye hu sa. Omo ye this allegory no omo this sa ahonhom no etaye echire. Odofo who pass nsuo si ha. Emfa nje obi ya na kwa 1 month na bra. So onya visitors by force. Bibi enu wa ye gya ne wiase free hwe yie e bia wokọ. Ene ne awode wadwen e de ama. That is why there is a church and there are secret societies and there are shrines and occult societies of different orders. Drama everywhere. Pastors are showing drama, a comfort drama, spiritual people. The other day, Obi sending me bibi, and I hear, hey, Aden, why are we so polluted? We are polluted, living in pollution, disbursing manipulations. Nothing good will come out of us until we change from this kind of life. The idea is to take the attention from your inner part and focus it on external entities. I am telling you this once again. Anything that takes your will and your soul is archons. It's not the creator. It is not. It is never the supreme being. Anything that gives you rules and regulations and say donate your soul and say no, it is not spirituality. Oma sheda achichere ama set ya ube focus so adie bi edi fear e she omu bia enye spirituality. Eye the archons, the ghosts, the dwarfs and draconians. Omo na omo operating in that manner in this synthetic world. This life world belongs to them. So they control and decide what should happen. So they can empower anybody to create anything at all just to trap you. Be careful what you do and where you go. Okay, let's stick with the ring of power. We are going to use my technique to upgrade the whole theory, so we will arrive at the first principle before it gets corrupted by the mystery school. Ibabe mamwe enye easy kra na enye simple mo obi na obi ensom saying. The reason I'm saying watch this with the children company for na come fa we ma, cause omumpo mu hu ne bo eso obe calculate ni chop money ni rent ni school fees a obeduru ha no na mabregu but nkwala ne de egura mu se suya one oba ne hwema 24 times. None of African children should be a slave anymore. Not in the brain, not physically, not in wealth. They should enjoy the fruit their ancestors died and left for them. Until this is done, obimo to sayo. Bompa na DNS. Ni wa ba besrim skam de ama we a wo so be bompa ya mame amanyame ahira me. Me anga me kora. Ara wan ba ma ho. Deception all over. Tiesika mo osofo na nyame nhira ono no ne onyame kasa no be ka kire ade no no nko ho direct no nkoji ahu adwen no. Solomon is your soul. Maka kire say me bubum to the level a ebeye so pim ade amount. Solomon is your soul. The soul inside of you is Solomon. Get this straight. All these symbols no more than your personalities now. Omo the aya omo icons no mo celebrating Solomon krasa mo kan ho asem papa be na e wono Solomon wale plenty or the demons na esi asori dan still amu si asori dan Solomon si here mo di nipa na esi madani nipa demons. Understanding no is not there. So when they say Solomon is simply your soul, let the child understand the ring is your third eye when you have power over it. The ring is your third eye when you have power over your third eye, and you can create topics like I do. And you can say things from ethereal. You can download. And yet copy and paste. Where am I? You will see social media. I mean, can't hear. And we can all do these things together. Ego and pride. Ono abeka kire o se onyame na ka kire me se me behu o na me behu a o ho na me mbo afiri ba impo me ba mpo na nkrofo ka kire me se wo nye e na me se me ba me se don't worry, I will make you famous and popular. Unimo ho. And there your life has changed. I am your competition and your enemy. You will fall flat. This is not a case. It is principles. Spirituality is principles. God himself is a principle God. The demons are the energy centers in your body. Bronsam onti baby a nyame so nti baby a, they are all inside of you. Eye baby a wo bepia. Eho ene be operate. I want everybody to get this. So Solomon is not a persona. And when they say demons, they are your energy points. When you go and operate on the root chakra, and nyame na be ka trust so be ko hell. Nyame e time na obehu. The demons are the energy centers in your body. They are not anywhere. Nobody has seen a demon with legends. Oni omuko dinner, oni omuko meeting. The person is a big fat liar. Me na me kachire wo. All these things are inside of us. They cannot operate without any human being on this plane where we sit. There are 72 spirits in the keys of Solomon. These spirits are from the 7 main demons, forming the 7 main chakras of the human body. Everybody has that normal chakra. If you don't have control over your ring, you cannot operate and tune them to where you want them to work for you. Nobody should deceive you or anything. Obi any demon, obi any god. You have everything inside of you. These chakras, when expanded into 72, each expand into 30 legions of demons. And now, me frère obofuwe na legions beye 50 na me bobo omasum na me jeme ho ananje. Mental issues. Africans ankasa, especially Ghana, you take mental issues seriously. When you check on social media, you will know that a lot of people have gone bananas. But they are in nice clothes, so we feel that's okay. It means that each chakra in your body has 72 spirits. And each spirit has 30 legions. A legion is made up of 6,000 armies of demons. You can do the maths. Do your calculations. When angels are popping. This is simple. It's your body part. Everything is inside of you. The reason you can do so many things. Semkolani get this portion, we are gone. If we don't teach our children this, we are dead. If we don't teach them and they come and follow this drama going on all over. I don't know. Now, I don't know. I don't get it. Where from all these dramatic behaviors? We are focused on our problems. We are not going anywhere because they will become bigger. We focus on our progress so we are able to free our children. We focus on all this drama. It's not from the creator. It's not from the supreme. It's not natural. All these dramatic people, all these people are working for the archons. They are not going anywhere. That is why in the lesser spirit of Solomon, spirits come and start saying they control legions and they are rulers and commanders. So when you read that book, it will tell you this. After all these explanations, mama, you also find out hypnotism. A lot of us are hypnotized, misbehaving all over. Now, before you start saying Mami Grace, but our Chakras African, I want to tell you that during the transatlantic slave trade, an African tribe called the Yoruba or Yoruba people kept the script of these chakras and they call it the ORISHAS. You see what the name calling to has cost us? A Sanskrit language. And you're saying, we might be saying the same thing. When you go to India, they call a river the Mahalakshmi. And now they are saying, say, Onyankopon no wo Krishna no, ne yere ne Lakshmi. When you come back, Kolena matoto ball egum no, and one Lakshmi no, ewo Ghana. I'm not going to go there now. I have told you, you saw my downloads and the books, we will go there gradually, yebe didi akoho. Bisa wo say, this chakras na, kana yabobo dini wahano, brofono ne Sanskrit language ne, Hebrew language ne, de kike kahuni nina, de damage ne no so akoste yen. The Yoruba people, they came with it. Last week, they have so many history. The Yoruba people came with this script and they named it ORISHAS. Now, before I mention all these ORISHAS, no what she said, nobody will kill us. Somebody deceiving you is okay. Have knowledge is fine. Ignorance is foolishness. But deceiving your own self is deadly. I'm telling you this. The famous and great Orisha of Yoruba are Chakras. The 7 major Orisha gods are the 7 major chakras of the body. If we can come down and get into languages and find out about the names in our own dialects, we are better. Because when you check the background of Nogopo is the village. The shrine there is called Hebieso. When you go to Togo, you will go and see him as God of Iron. When you go to Benin, you will see him there. And when you go to Nigeria, you will go and see Shango. The same thing. Can we come down as Africans and clear our head of all the trash placed in the head and think about these things and put them right for our children? Every African home should have one book with this kind of history. If we want to liberate ourselves, we should stop the joke. The Bible is every corner in hospital. What has it done? You still pay hospital bill and people are still dying. So what's the point? If this will not do anything to me, the Bible too has not done anything to me. I acquire knowledge from it. I can acquire knowledge from my origin. We enye adwuma. Enye adwuma da. Because obi bini pobi are all chanting a language he does not understand, and some will believe in him or her. Eligwa is chakra of wisdom, protection, and healing. Is inside of your body. Yemaya, queen of the sea, associated with the moon. This chakra is inside of you. Oshun, water, purity, fertility, love, and sensuality. Chakra is also inside of you. Or Batala, the owner of all heads and the mind, is also a chakra inside of you. Oya, winds, lightning, and violent storms is also a chakra inside of you. Orumila, master of realms, divination, faith, and wisdom, is also a chakra inside of you. Ogun, iron and war, is also a chakra for you. Shango, tender, lightning, and justice. And when I'm Nina is inside of you. Tell me, all these energies I just called, which one do you not call in the church? You pray for protection, is the same God you are connecting with. You pray for God to war your war for you, is the same thing, just the names. Can we come down so low, and think about these things? Tell me, which one don't you? Dear among flower sort dear way, and among me frost grado, me frost grado, me frost grado. You are calling the Nogo Postionary Hebio so that you hate so much. Language has really caused Africans. Yewo, these are just representations of the 7 main chakras. You are not to worship these deities or sacrifice to them. No! If you are worshiping them, it's the archons. These things are in you. You groom your ring. You master it, so you activate all these things to do things for you. What are you worshiping? If they are supposed to be worshipped, they are not supposed to be worshipped. You are supposed to activate them, so they work for you. So where from all this brouhaha and all this drama? For if you worship them, you are giving your energy to archons and draconians, demonic entities who have created drama out of these allegories to feed on your soul. Drama na who social media about spirituality ni na nefa pimni. Amanfo yusu adwene kese. Business e faili, who kabokra ye se faili. Nti no mu nyina abetu egu spirituality so. Because the spirit in beings no ankasa ye confused. This is where we are going. The ring of power God gave to King Solomon through Archangel Michael is key to your pineal gland. Na se wo se wonte dia mi ken nyina ase a Maame fambra so low in your own book. Nyankopon bisa Solomon said die no pe no. Solomon kan say wanka so penyansa. Enye nyansa nti na Solomon ne papa David ku ntokwa ewo wiase na Solomon be inherit a lot of things. Wan ku ntokwa ba akokora. It is the pineal gland, the master key for all these chakras in your body. This simple mathematics is become a huge problem for Africans. Today is this, today is that. You rebel against your own generation. You rebel against your own ancestors. You are finished. And the foundation is broken. What will you do? Each shape represents as above, so below. That's the pineal gland. So the keys of Solomon are simple allegory for your soul. Having the master key of the ring of power to control demons and spirits who will obey and do his will. Inti no wankasa se wonya wo key ni wo pineal gland ni mu a. You are able to control the bronsam the nyame inside of you. If you want to shut the bronsam opium ma ye mbaze na etumejai. Etumejai. Nobody's prayer will stop your bad behaviors. It is a mindset, and that mindset is in your head. It is called the ring of Solomon. And don't forget, the ring that represents the pineal gland. The pineal gland is the seat for the soul. This is simple and common education. I don't know why we are here wallowing in the mud. Simple things are not simple unless we add drama to it. Including communication. If it's not good for you, leave my platform. I dey beg wa. Leave. My shit. When a simple thing. Say you the same color 1 million trim in this era. I'm telling you, 5 years to come, you cannot come and do whatever to them. Na mujina ho, and Solomo ayese, and we ayese, and a chakra, ni ye bubo dibi, ni ye chanting what we have no idea about. De biya ye de ya to form ye de ye nishe. Adi ye kuboro free baby. What de mun koso joke with spirituality because of a time is coming. Se mewuko, se mete ase, mo be kaya asemu. When you have control over your gland, enye mbaze, sabi, you were able to shut the demonic spirits inside of you, and you will be lifted the good one you wanted to come. Because obia trigger the demons in him or her. So that this means your soul has ascended and has control over your third eye. Intiki, who control also, and I would chin and I would your Solomon has the ring. That's the pineal gland, the power of the ring, and it is controlling all the demons and the angels inside of you. Are you in that position? What is controlling you? Is it your spiritual leader? Hey, you can enter into any dimension within the mind plane and command any part of your energy centers to perform any function. This is it, Abusia. This is it. Sometimes when you look at social media, we sound say inti Ghana for someone to me mbrebi ya mbeboa adwuma yi wa ha. Say niam aye exercise enim gu ase ne ya too much. Charlie, I didn't drama niye. Is it because unemployment ni aye board and so wa ha nti na ye create drama sa? Oh my God. Na asebi. Na se say no kura no munka nkire me. Se say wi ase nwum ni na moto no asore wo. Na in fact inti nkrofo no moto nwum asore wo voice yi omo wei pa. Omo ntumi fa nto music bia. Ti sa asore ho no a. Hey! Ba is a banio. Inti all this ehunehuna no. Ehunehuna no about spirituality misremu. Inti no kura ne say. Yasemo. It was said in other legends that King Solomon lost the ring to a demon called Asimodeus, who used the ring to rule for 40 days. Ahanko ampon kameye hanko episode mpo ankeye. Bankola ni timidi ni negu mu ye ne tenten so that mi ni hon ne mewu a omoba ombehu dia na me pesa me kire. Nti na ye a me nchichem mi mbubu episode ma mutoto. I give you real and raw content. Almost say Solomon lusu ni ring no. Ena ekodi Asimodeus ho. Asore no motai ku Asimodeus pa. Who is Asimodeus? Asimodeus is a spirit of fornication. Otai follow dead bodies. If you want me to do all these energies, we can do them one day. Asimodeus ono no ye spirit of a Jamaican. Aye. It is believed a Christopher no otai spiritual marriage echi. Ti ono de ho do mu sutu na nkasa. It is believed that King Solomon lusu ni ring ne to Asimodeus. It means o descend ba down. Edwamambo. Ene ma ni tumi no efri ni nsem nti Asimodeus holdi ne ring no for 40 days. Why is it so? Aden na 40 days. The 40 days fasting your Jesus went to. This is what it is trying to say. At every point that you fall as a man in your chakras to the lowest chakra, you can try your best and rise again in 40 days. We call it eat yourself. Even so what sickness, be now to me, I try this and thank me later. We call this thing eating yourself. Until you go through 40 days fasting, not what sorry you. At the end of this, I say, yeah, I'll require 40 days fasting. Can you tell us? Me say me judge Jesus for some time now because me person me call hobium because level na me won say me call her and me da man o ma be yimiti afish Christians they be omo cast Asimodeus e ho so na adwamambo ne bo say dey say polygamy no mo ware mienu mo ware boso ohun say agi Edwamai na ekom saa. Simodious is responsible for that spirit. Until baby sa who say wo key no over yourself Ebane say na asimodio to me nya. Yes, when you fall, it is part. Falling is part of life. It's part of growth. So be a catcher say we are dear way I won't share sibiuma is a lie. Wa wash for my sorry, no. Wona wonni mahyiase ne ensori niame wom. Inti Bible kra kan say, baby a wo free hwiase no, ehwa na mafiri mashiraw. Eya na me wo condition bi mu, eya na me kasa, na me come am story because I know how to fall and how to rise again. I'm coming from a cocktail background. I have really worked, I have really suffered, I have really gone through things. Inti eye okay for you to fall in 40 days rise again. So that is the meaning of fasting. Fasting is not spirituality. It helps you to eat yourself. Inti sa wo yare a se ye bo bi mpo dua ye se mo kono mo mondidi da bia pa kohwe obi aya bodu dua from Nugopo to ehi omo de sa omo kete ne besen ni koma omo so mo ma na aduani 3 times a day na onye kese se de ye bekum aboa ye chechire na ye ma na aduani edi na ye hyehye no. That is it. So fasting will always take you out of a lot of things. Ebema wahwe ase no wasore enhye da nye bibi into to sa. And so the way we translate it no, who obi a want to mean fast here, obi a wenya over 40 years 50 years ikobia, you have to be able to do 72 weeks, especially you obi a won yadoa hodoa. Upa start say we 72 hours every week for 1 month to pay. Na sha we yare no, whether diabetes or whatever. We are not talking about that now. And no, and yes, spirituality, and knowledge. I don't want to be doing those things. If I want to talk about it, I will create a platform just for that, talking about it. How can you tell some? There are things when I tell you or say them, a pure experience. Losing the ring means losing control over your third eye. Into how many of us need losing control over our third eye? What do you know about your third eye? When we near my monum, you don't change your banner. Your inability to access your third eye and gain control over your energy centers means that your lower chakra, the one that burns with carnal pleasures and evil, will rule. And then I make a try is or bar forms happen with Johnny, no koye ne fasting over the body for 40 days. A dear bia atu bia, make sure say you deal with it before 40 days. You will rise back. I'm telling you this, you can try it. The 40 days now with Jesus no koye ne ewo book ni. This is it. The real meaning, what it does is what I have broken it down for you. But your Solomon also will always have the chance to get this ring back. And no makatro no. Oshi ase a obe sorry. Yes, there's chance for everybody, no matter the situation, no matter the condition. Even if wayaria could do baby, there is chance. So be among water. There's chance for everything. Be anywhere here forever. Just work on it. Situation be a womb be a just make sure say obe balance. There's a chance for this. I'm telling you. So children, this has been your Sunday school class with Maame Grace. This is what I'm giving you. Let the children get through to this. Because una uchimpa so today I'm leaving a quiz or homework for all the kids watching me. I want to know whether we are getting there. Every child watching me, your class work is to match each major chakra with each major ORISHAS spirit and put them in the comment section for marking. Please, when you are doing this, add your A to it. It's very important to me. Name answer, name marking name share the amount. Some abobo orisha ne chakras media maka obia anti mark yomo. Nafa wo age kan ni wudin natural will respond. If you want to put it in the comment section, it's fine. If you want to put it in a WhatsApp too, it's fine. Me pacho mo panyin bia ndane abofra nhemi o. Ndane abofra me se enkwala no na mama omo kuei se omo nye. Mesre wa mu enkwala no na embisa questions. Mpanyinfo munjai drama na mo follow no hwini. I'm telling you. If it's not you, it's nothing. Macro.